Arcanus, 90 minutes ago. Footage from a Klingon observation satellite sent to all allies within range. Our missing green Chelgret-class warship, commanded by a legion of unknown origins, engaged 3 Klingon patrols unprovoked. Last we heard before the satellite went down, it was not going well for the Klingons. No communication from the ship, just as before. We reach the Arcanus system in 20 minutes. I don't know what we'll find, but I'd like to hear all ideas you may have.
Yesan has supplied us with the frequency that disintegrated the Legion in our previous encounter. I can have a broad sweep ready upon arrival.
I can run it through the main deflector, but I can't help but think we should give communication another shot. There are so many questions we need answered. Where the Breen disappeared to, how this Legion took over their ships, whether it has anything to do with Blink.
They've made their inability or unwillingness to communicate very clear.
I am aware this will not be a popular suggestion, but we may be able to refine the disintegration frequency using Torres' holotech expertise into, say, a holding cell or a tool to induce communication. Why is everyone staring at me? The answer is obviously no. I will not help you torture anyone. I have seen in my time on Earth that there are certainly shortcomings to the morality I learned from the founders, so I'm genuinely asking, why is annihilating them on the table, but a temporary crucible toward a better understanding is not? Efficacy issues aside, it just isn't who we are. I am still right about that, aren't I?
Very much so. We won't be inducing anything. However, I also believe capture supersedes kill. Current Federation charter indicates 72 hours as the upper limit to holding hostiles without formal legal proceedings. If we do capture any, we will adhere to that strictly. Commander Torres, are you averse to working with Yesan to repurpose her frequency into a safety force field?
A temporary confinement cell, I'm okay with. It would seem that, much like the Borg or the Romulan military, every one of them is willing and able to carry on the offensive they've launched. Therefore, our approach must account every one of them. If our aim is containment, I have an idea as to how we may achieve it.
Ah, Captain Tath. I have been looking for you. At the risk of sounding rather obsequious, I would like to formally request to join your crew.
Do you now? And why exactly is that, Tallow?
I fully understand that our meeting was not under the best of circumstances, and I see how it may have left a bad taste in your mouth. I want to assure you that my loyalty was never 2-year-old, friend. It was my duty to Cardassia to assist her, and now that duty is fulfilled.
I'd prefer you answer the question I asked. Why my crew? What are you offering? And what do you hope to gain in return?
You do not mince words, Shira Tath. I respect that a great deal, along with what you stand for and how you lead. To quote the late, great Damar, you will find that we Cardassians deal in extremes, both in what repels and attracts us. But, as you are surely too savvy to accept that alone as reason enough, first, what I hope to gain. I have no illusions that Cardassia, even under new leadership, will welcome back with open arms a newly minted discount Borg. They were on the fence about me already.
Why is that?
Have you ever lived under a fascist regime? I am a scientist, not a soldier. Lucky for me, my skills are often valuable.
And what might those be?
Forensic exolinguistics. Hey, have I said something amusing?
Oh no, it's just kind of amazingly good timing.
Hey, you're that Tallow from the Reclamation Project.
I'm amazed you know who I am.
Captain, her work is incredible. She's been interviewing ex-Borg to help us remember and reconstruct our cultures and languages, one of very few actually trying to preserve the countless civilizations the Borg have all but erased.
And now I owe an ex-Borg my life.
Oh, no, we're more than even. Stations, everyone. We're dropping out of warp.
It just so happens we are hoping to establish communication with a species unlike anything we've encountered. An exolinguist is just what we need. I look forward to getting your insights, Tallow.
We've arrived, Captain, reading 2 heavily damaged Klingon birds of prey and remnants of a third.
Have the containment protocol ready on my mark.
No sign of the Breen vessel. Intact or otherwise, we're too late.
Scout, look for subspace mu-band corollaries with our previous encounter site and see if you can identify and track its warp signature. Yesan, life signs aboard the remaining vessels?
I read only one living Klingon aboard one ship. I will, however, remind you that we cannot yet scan for the Legion. What the hell is that torsion effect we're seeing on both birds? As if a giant hand grabbed them and twisted them like clay? We have no record anywhere of a weapon with such an effect, of Breen design or otherwise.
Structural integrity?
Shaky, but holding.
Hail the survivor.
No response. I can't get a look on them either.
Torres, Scout, Talo, prepare to beam over. Thaya, I'd like to borrow Nasterin to join them. Keep an eye on their vitals. Pull them immediately if anything starts to worry you at all. Find the survivor. And if you see any sign of the Legion, I want Talo's eyes on any way they might be communicating. And if so, be ready to implement the containment protocol. I want a closer look at that hull torsion. Reyes, Yesan, fancy a spacewalk? Goran, you have the bridge.
Standard Brill, ferro-beryllium hull plating. But watch your step. No telling how this deformation has affected hull polarity. Don't want anyone drifting off into space.
The hull integrity on the bridge is more or less intact. Klingon ships are compartmentalized to withstand extensive damage. So I'm unsure what has caused these apparently critical injuries.
I'd bet a case of latinum these were inflicted by Klingon blades. I'd say they killed each other.
Killed is putting it mildly. Incredible. The deformation is even more outrageous up close. Torres' analogy of a giant hand is fair, but
it looks more melted than twisted.
Which is cool, because it's impossible. Klingon hull plating is specifically vulcanized to withstand absurd temperatures. A melted ship's not very honorable, I guess.
Commander, I found our survivor. He's in a bad state. You're barely more than a boy. Hold fast, young one. Help is coming.
No! I welcome death before the help of a Cardassian scum!
Then I guess it's your lucky day. Now try to hold still and let us help you.
Can you tell us what happened here?
But what kind of crew? You're Klingon.
More or less. Please, talk to us. What?
We were stronger in our dreams. Please don't yell for me. I am a coward. I don't want to die.
I'm sorry, Commander. We're too late.